So Dead or Alive 6 is dead, bro. It's done. It's completely done. And it's an RIP video. So it's no longer Dead or Alive. Remember I said that in my last video? It's no longer Dead or Alive. It's just dead. The game is now called Dead 6. Alright. So y'all see the title of this video. Y'all know what I'm going to talk about. Dead or Alive 6, right? Now, I don't play the game personally. I'm not like a huge fan of it. I've played it before. I play it very rarely. And I will say there are things about the game that I actually really like. The characters, the stages, the combat is really fun. It's not a bad fighting game at all. But everything surrounding the fighting game is completely terrible. It's degrading, it's disrespectful, it's comedic. Just a few days ago, the straw finally broke the camel's back. The straw finally broke the camel's back with Dead or Alive 6, man. We got this very horrifying tweet from Koei Tecmo Team Ninja themselves, you know, that the game is pretty much done. After this next update, they're done. Only after a year of DLC in development, they're done. I'm not a DOA hater at all, okay? I like watching the game, surprisingly, and I think the community, part of it, shout out to Emery Reigns, shout out to Zachariah. I'm going to link their channels. They're the coolest Dead or Alive content creators, or content creators period, that I've seen in a long time. But unfortunately, they're making content for Dead or Alive, so it's just like a bad stigma they got right now. The game isn't bad, man. I don't hate the game. I don't hate the players, but the game made so many wrong decisions that now it's finally over. They're finally finna pay for it. The first thing I want to mention that I feel like brought Dead or Alive 6's demise is, once again, it had a terrible launch. The game launched extremely badly. I've spoken on this before in the past. When it first launched a year ago, it had no online mode. So any new player who wanted to try the game out and see if they liked it, they could not play with their friends. And that was just the stupidest thing in the world. It took them like a month or two to put online lobbies in the game. And by that time, any new player, any new audience the game could have had, like myself, like a few of my friends, we were gone. It only got worse from there. They got all these expensive season passes, all this expensive DLC, needlessly expensive, about $99. You know what I can get for $99 in terms of games? You know, with $99 with a PSN sale, I can walk away with 3 good games. I can buy Spider-Man, God of War, Red Dead Redemption, and some other shit, all for $9. Like, dude, and you tell me you're gonna spend that on some costumes for Dead or Alive 6? Most of them are rehashed from the last game. I feel like Dead or Alive 6, the developers, they're like the high school jocks who never grew out of it. You know, they never grew up. All these bikinis, all this DLC nonsense, this stuff was fine a couple of years ago, back in 2012, 2013. But nowadays, man, it's not cool anymore. It's not funny. You got the high school jock, he used to, you know, smoke weed, drink, party all day. Now he's in his 50s, you know, he's still trying to do the same stuff, and everybody's just looking at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? You're crazy. That's how Dead or Alive is viewed right now. His friends, you know, they've grown up, they got families, you know, kids, you know, mortgage payments. They're living a pretty decent life. You know, you got Tekken, Soul Calibur, Street Fighter, Marvel's never mind. Whoa, had to stop myself there. Dragon Ball Fighters. Those games grew up. But then you got Dead or Alive over here still saying, yeah, dudes. They keep with this dumb DLC practice, and they keep undermining their fan base. They kept doing it. I mean, look at the characters they put in these DLC packs, right? So this game, I think, had, what, 3 season passes? 3 $100 season passes. Just fucking ridiculous. It came with costumes. Some costumes were pretty cool, not gonna lie, but most of them were rehashed from the last game. The characters that came in these packs were Mai from King of Fighters. She was in Dead or Alive 5. Now, if she was free, that would be totally fine. That would be cool. But you paid for her twice in both games. Completely disgusting. The same thing with Neo Tengu, but whatever. Same thing with Phase 4, I think, as well. They were both free in the last game, but they made you pay for them twice as pre-order bonuses and all that kind of crap. It's just fucking stupid. and it's the same character. It's nothing different from these characters. Then it was Kula Diamond. Now that's one of the only new characters they put in this game, and Kula Diamond, you know, she's not a bad character in KOF. Okay, never mind, sorry, she is kind of uncool. Of all the KOF characters they could have put in the game, they put in Kula Diamond, the lolly, the ice girl who goes like nee. You know, they put in Kula Diamond, right? KOF has amazing women: King, Leona, Blue Mary, Vanessa, Shermie, Luong from the new one. I mean, oh my god, who else? Freaking, they could have put in Yuri. Bro, if you wanted to put in any females, you could have picked way better than Kula Diamond. Hell, if you're gonna put in a fan service female that's like a lolly, why didn't they put in Athena? Bro, I would have went crazy for Athena. Athena is cooler than Kula Diamond. Athena would have been awesome. They could have put in Angel, or Angel, however you say her fucking name. They could have put in Angel. Why would you put in Kula Diamond? That's just so weird. That's the worst choice they could have made. They re-released old characters from the last game. Now granted, these characters were highly requested from the fan base and the community, so they were just merely listening to their fan base, which is cool. That's good on their part, but I feel like these characters should have been free. They shouldn't be paying for the same character in these games twice. These characters should be free when there's nothing different about the characters. These characters, for all intents and purposes, look the exact same from the games they came from. I'm not a pro DOA player, but I do watch content on it. Rarely, sometimes. I watched enough to notice these characters are the same, pretty much. There's not many differences to warrant a DLC price. You might say, well, Tekken did the same thing with Lei Wulong and Anna and Armor King and stuff. Yeah, but those characters were different though. They had different designs, different moves, different everything. And then the final DLC character before this game is demise, pretty much, they put in not a badass male character who would have probably brought a lot of male demographic to the game with testosterone, balls and nuts and chest hair. Not a really badass female character who looked cool, sounded cool, played cool. No, they put in some basic looking chick from some little bikini game they also made named Tamaki, who's literally an Asuka Kazama ripoff through and through, just as boring and basic as her in Tekken. And that's their last character. And it's just fucking disgusting. Like, imagine if they put in Kyo from King of Fighters. Imagine if they put in Iori, or a hype male character. Something to switch it up. I'm sure you guys have already noticed all of these DLC characters they put in the game were all females. The game sorely lacks cool looking male characters. I don't see why they just ignore the male audience for this game. It's so many bitches and estrogen in this game that it's suffocating. Like, god damn. There's a few cool male characters like Rig and Bayman and Bass and Elliot. Those characters are cool, but then there's characters like Zack, who's a complete troll, a complete joke of a character. Of course it's the black character, fucking Japan. And it's just not cool, you know. All the female characters are pretty much the focus. Majority of the costume packs are all for female characters. No new stuff for the males. Rig is still wearing that same dusty ass hoodie for 2 straight games. As an outside person playing, I don't know, Tekken or Soul Calibur, why would I ever consider playing Dead or Alive 6 with all the news coverage? And then let's get started on the goddamn hair color bullshit. That hair color thing was a nail in the coffin, because it brought up so much bad press for the game. You got dudes who don't even play DOA, who are like big YouTube channels like Young Yeah and Jim Sterling, Angry Joe. Even they're talking about the game in that whole hair color debacle and fiasco. That's when you know you done fucked up. When you got people who don't even play your game shit talking your game, that's when you know you done fucked up, okay? They put in something as cool as changing your character's hair color in Dead or Alive 6. That's not really all that innovating, you know, whoop-de-doo. That's in Tekken, that's in Soul Calibur for free, but you know, they added it to the game for Dead or Alive, and that was a pretty cool thing they did for their players. But originally they charged them money to do it, real life money, to change the hair colors of your characters in the game. Like, why did they do that? I want to know who's the marketing manager, the DLC manager behind Koei Tecmo DOA, right? I gotta slap the fuck out of that guy.
I'm gonna
slap some sense into you!
Because that guy's a complete idiot. I hate to see good games with good potential wasted and just being fucked up like this. Dead or Alive has cool characters. They have really cool looking characters. Rig, Mila, Christy, Helena, Kasumi, you know, Hayabusa. All these cool fucking characters in the game. Tina. These are really cool characters that I like from the game. But man, with this news that they're stopping updates for the game after only a year, meanwhile we're sitting here playing Xenoverse 2 and we've been going strong for almost 4 or 5 years now. We got Street Fighter sitting here with the same fucked up netcode for 4 years. They're still doing updates, but Dead or Alive 6 has ceased updates after only a year. Keep in mind you, Dead or Alive 5 lasted for I think 5 years or 4 years. It lasted for a very long time. So the fact that they're cutting the updates and the support so early just means they've given up on the game. People are saying that, oh, it's gonna be a DOA 6 Ultimate and all that kind of shit, or a DOA 6 last round. Guys, you guys are grasping at a straw house right now. You guys are grasping at dreams right now. You guys are grasping. It's kind of like how Spider-Man was grabbing that chick, you know, who was like, no, that little meme on Twitter. I don't know what it was, but that's kind of what you guys are doing right now. I don't think it's gonna happen. If it would have happened, I don't see why they gotta cut support for this game. They said they're ceasing all updates, period. Not just DLC. I mean, character updates like buffs and nerfs and stages and all that kind of shit. They're ceasing all that. Now, if they were to just say, alright, cool, we're just gonna stop doing DLC packs right now. We're just gonna do character balancing. Okay, that's cool. Maybe you have a point there, but they're ceasing updates, period. I wish the game had a better development team. I wish these guys kind of knew how to, you know, market their game properly. It's not a bad fighting game at all. It's not, but everything surrounding the game was just bad. That's unfortunate, man. What are you guys' thoughts on this whole thing, man? Comment them down below, bro. Rest in peace, Dead or Alive, man. Rest in peace, Dead or Alive. And it's just dead. It isn't.